Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we got a really dope one. We're gonna be looking at the brand new 1/18 scale Cadillac Xt6. And yeah, guys, the item pretty much comes in this outer sleeve. You know, you pretty much see the Xt6 1/18 scale car model. Then you also see this Cadillac emblem and this lettering right there. And then once you remove that outer sleeve, then you get the actual real box of the item, which also says Cadillac right there. Yeah, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up and unveil this, and pretty much when you lift this up, this is what you see. And yeah, guys, this is how it comes from factory. You got airbags, then you got this type of, you know, kind of like plastic protector there for the car, and then you also got this, it's not so much tissue, it's kind of like this special kind of fabric thing there that is, you know, taped to, and just everything well protected and very nice. And then you also got this documentation here, including this card from Cadillac talking about the design and just kind of, I guess, their model. Then you also got a phone number to Cadillac themselves, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and the Cadillac logo. So that's actually pretty nice to see. Then you also got like the small card, which looks to be, it's all in Chinese letters, but used to, I guess it's some kind of certificate of authenticity or something in Chinese letters, but I'm assuming that is. And then here we got the instructions, which is also in Chinese, but you can pretty much look at the pictures and you can tell what it's referring to. And you know, as you guys can see by the pictures, we got a lot of features in this one, guys, and we're gonna get to all of them. Alright, guys, so I went ahead and I kind of untaped most of the tape that was holding that blue fabric in place. And you know, this also brings a door opener too, by the way, which I also like whenever models brings that. Usually Kyosho's bring that too, so it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, guys, we'll go ahead and unveil this, and here we have it. And off the rip, I'm quite impressed by what I'm seeing. Just awesome like detail on this. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the base. Really nice finish on the actual chrome kind of like little plaque there on the base. You know, me myself, I'm not gonna display it with the base, but I mean, if I had a desk or whatnot, that would definitely look quite nice there. So yeah, man, just overall really nice presentation. But yeah, guys, back to this car. You gotta really admire the shut lines on this one, but I mean, we'll get right to that. I do have my door opening too, and I really want to go ahead and dive right in. So without further ado, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna start opening the model up. And yeah, guys, I pretty much got the model completely open. Pretty much got all 4 doors open, guys, and gotta tell you guys, like, this model is just quite the model. It's really big and heavy, although you may think it's actually smaller than what it is. It's really not. But besides that, guys, as we go ahead and take a look at the interior, of course we got carpet, and we also got like simulated leather and everything else you can expect in a model like this. Once again, just the quality and the presentation of the design of this model just does not let down in any type of way. Trying to find anything really negative to complain about in the interior on this one. There's not really much really I can complain about. It's just, matter of fact, it's just, I'm probably gonna be too busy talking about the features it does have, including, you know, the seats that actually move forward and back. I mean, that's pretty much what you can expect from a, you know, Kyosho model, or most of these luxury ones. For those that own other Kyosho Cadillacs or Kyosho Rolls Royces, you guys can see how this this driver's seat, passenger seats, you can push them up, and you can push them back. So definitely an awesome feature to have in these. Now, being that me myself, I'm kind of like a laid back person, I'm gonna go ahead and actually move the seat back, and I'm gonna push that back how it was. So that's probably how I'll probably have it in real life. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk of this car. And pretty much this here is a 7-passenger vehicle that is at the expense of trunk space, but regardless of that, we got some decent amount of trunk space. Very nice carpet in the trunk, and check out this little string you got there. We can actually pull that up, and it actually reveals a hidden storage compartment there on the trunk. So that's actually quite nice to see. Again, elements like that definitely add value, from detail to the model, like no question. But yeah, guys, now let's go ahead and take a look at the front. And once again, since we're over here at the front, we're also gonna go ahead and take a look at the motor of this car. I really love the grille and everything about this model. It's quite a design shift for Cadillac for 2020 to roll out this type of new look. But yeah, it took me a while to get used to it, but now I'm really into it. And when you have it actually next to other Cadillacs, it's quite a remarkable shift in design for sure. And I'm actually embracing it with open arms. So, but yeah, guys, enough of me rambling on. I say it's time that we go ahead and take a look what's under the hood. And lucky enough for us, just like most Cadillac models, we do have a push button at the bottom. I'm actually pushing my Kyosho Xt6 closer into my Xt6. So that on the left is my Xt5, and this here is my Xt6. And we're gonna go ahead and compare the motors of both these two. Now here we got the push button at the bottom that allows us to open up the hood of the car so we can take a look at the motor. The motor, I would say, is decently detailed. It's not something like the most detailed motor I've seen on a diecast model. I mean, not at all. I mean, you do have like kind of micro printed lettering and almost like warning things going on there, so that's pretty cool to see. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and push the button here on my Xt5, and we're gonna compare the motors of this Xt5 right next to my Xt6. And yeah, guys, as you guys can see, it seems to me like the Xt5 is just a tad more detailed. I mean, not a lot, but I mean, it's still, I mean, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Xt5 seems more detailed than the Xt6, or are they pretty much just sort of on the same level? Another thing that I would have wished I had seen on the Xt6 too would have been probably struts on the hood. I mean, but I mean, it's not super required, but yeah, it's just always nice to see when they are there. Yeah, guys, now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the lights of this car. And I made sure to really try to photograph them, because it's almost like they're so slim, it's hard to even tell whether there's even actually lights in there or not. But believe me, there are, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at them. There's actually 3, and you guys see them right there. It's almost like 1, 2, 3, and then you got like almost like a side, like a corner one right there also. And so really dope. I mean, I went ahead and I was able to get the light to kind of shine left and right to them so that you guys can actually see how they glow here and there to actually get more of an accurate look, because like I said, they're really hard to see from certain angles and certain lighting. But it's just nice to see that if you do try to see the further detail, that they're there. And it's the awesome model overall in general, guys. I mean, just look at this thing. This is the Cadillac of the future. There we got the windshield wipers. I wish the windshield wipers could have been a tad bit better. They're kind of big for the truck, but maybe they're like that in real life. And of course, like Kyosho tradition, even though it's not technically a Kyosho brand, we do have fold out mirror, guys. And once again, just awesome, you know, just once again reinforces the quality level of this kind of model, guys, which it is worth what it's worth, the price, and it earns it quite nicely. Yeah, guys, check out that nice logo there. Of course, it's a 3D photo etch part emblem there on the side. Plus, then you got also a gas tank cover. You know, it's just very awesome. You can just open that up. Those shut lines are just astonishing. Just really awesome to see shut lines like that on this model. Reminds me of my Kyosho Rolls-Royce Gold Phantom. Very thin shut line, but then everything just opens immaculately and just superbly, and nothing chips. Just wonderful, just excellent. All right, guys, now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the back lights, and just quite awesome too. I mean, not much negative stuff I can pick. You know, I can't really much nitpick this model too much. It's like I said, everything is just on point for the most part. Very, you know, very small complaints, if not any. I mean, just I don't know what to say as far as like complaints about this model. Usually I can find things that could have been improved or whatnot. I mean, maybe those pipes could have been chrome, or you know, maybe I'm thinking about that. I mean, but check out the realism of those lower lights right there by the bumper. It's quite nice. And I guess if we really want to nitpick, then maybe we can go ahead and just really become super picky and just say that not every single part in the chases was accurately depicted true to life, but they did still overall gave us a decent looking chases. We got a long muffler there, we got nice enough amount of parts at the bottom of the chases for suspension and things like that, which by the way, it is working suspensions with springs. So that's what you guys wanted to know. Yes, of course. And so just overall, this model is just something that is just superbly accurately and detailed in every type of way. As far as the wheels, you got this awesome alloy realistic finish with some really realistic feel to the touch rubber tires. You know, the wheels do spin really nice. And then you got this nicely finished ceramic brake disc that also do spin inside the brake caliper, and just everything just awesome. And this, you also got this Cadillac emblem right at the center of that alloy rim with some nice looking, you know, lugs that I had to, you know, even go microscopic almost to really capture and show you guys this amount of detail. And just tell me that doesn't look like you're looking at the real wheel of a real car right there, guys. Just amazing type of quality on this one. And yeah, guys, so now that we established that the wheels spin quite nice, now it's time that we take a look at the steering radius, and I will pretty much just compare it to that of a Kyosho CTS or a Kyosho Rolls-Royce Ghost. You know, for those that own any of those two models, it's pretty much the same radius. Basically turns more to the right than it does to the left. I mean, but again, if it's a Kyosho, even though it's not, I'm quite comfortable with that. Another thing I wanted to showcase too and zoom in for you guys is the door handles. The door handles are just quite nice. Gotta love the profile of this car. Again, nice, big and bulky. You're talking about a 7-seater. Not the biggest trunk you could have. It's almost like a Cadillac ESV, except they chop some of the trunk space. That's the best way that I can describe it. And yeah, guys, now that we're talking about comparison and sizes, we might as well take a look at, you know, how it sits next to other Cadillac models. So at the very far bottom, we got the Xt6. In the middle, we got the Cadillac, regular Cadillac by Jada. It's actually the Dub City. And then after that one, we have the 2009 Cadillac Escalade by Hot Wheels in 1/18 scale. So just so you guys get an idea of what we have here, you can pretty much say this is something that will fit right in with Escalades, no issues. Why? Because just look at the sheer size of it. You know, not so much that it's actually the same size or just no, it's actually bigger than the Escalade when we compare it to these cars this way. And now, guys, I'm gonna compare it next to the Cadillac ESV, and as you guys can see, you know, just what I was talking about, it pretty much just looks like a Cadillac Escalade ESV, except that they shortened the trunk space. If you guys really, you know, want to line it up mirror to mirror, that's pretty much what you get. You still get the same amount of passengers. So in conclusion, guys, the Cadillac Xt6 1/18 scale is one of these new models that just came out that just completely grabbed my attention, because it was something I wasn't expecting to actually be released at this very moment. And so the fact that when it did in limited edition, I knew for a fact that I had to had one of these. I could not miss out on the opportunity of owning this one and adding this one to my collection of Escalades that I've been collecting for so many years now. And so just quite awesome to add this one to the fleet, you know what I'm saying? Awesome paint job on this one as well, you know, awesome grill, awesome lights, just everything on point. So many features that this video had to be so long. Not really what I had intended to, but once again, when you have so many things to talk about and show on a model, that's how this videos, even with so much editing, still end up being this long. Because like I said, this is not your typical run-of-the-mill budget diecast. This is not even a budget diecast at all by any means. I would say this is as high-end as a 1/18 scale model could hope to get, and it is. I definitely predict that this diecast model is going to increase in value the moment that it goes rare. For sure it's going to double, triple, quadruple. Like absolutely, probably one of the best Cadillac Escalade models that I've had in 1/18 scale to this date. Even though it's not an Escalade, it's really an Xt6. You know, it's that apple that fall from the same tree, you know, and that is the Cadillac SUV, which is one of the best SUVs of all time. Alright guys, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do make sure to slap a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you turn notifications on so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Hope you guys are having an awesome day out there. And with that one, I'm outie guys. Peace.